A shocked and devastated Diddy spotted at the home where his ex suddenly and mysteriously died.
Usher was allegedly put in the hospital after Diddy penetrated him.
Diddy has hit on me. Ashley Riffenhouse.
Same way you're sure that I have on a green shirt, I'm certain that he shot me.
December 28th, 1991, 9 young people died in a crowd stampede at a city college in New York City.
Diddy threatened me. This nigga threatened you, it hit different. You hear what I'm saying?
I told you can't trust these niggas. Now Puffy done killed Tupac.
Somebody thinks I owe him something, show me the receipt. You get paid in 24 hours.
Oh, how dare this nigga told me he want receipts? Let's start with your mother, nigga. Big can't give you no receipts, he dead. Craig Mack can't give you receipts, he dead. Black Rob can't give you receipts, he dead.
Don't ask for your favorite rapper.
He dead.
Yes, sir.
Amen.
Church.
He dead.
I killed him.
Amen.
Bitch.
Common Avenue in the Nat Harleman Jump. I have 4 people that are unconscious. I can't get past.
December 28th, 1991, 9 young people died in a crowd stampede at a city college in New York City. Headlined by hip-hop stars Heavy D and Puff Daddy.
I was there at City College and all that with the basketball game when people died. A girl that I know passed away.
The New York State Court of Claims placed 50% of the blame for the deaths on the venue's owner and 50% on the event's promoters, rappers Heavy D and Sean Puff Daddy Combs.
There's no CPR on them. I have 3 people that are in shock. I have 2 people with broken bones.
The event itself was oversold. There was all these kids who bought $20 tickets, and some of them were having trouble getting in, even the ones who had tickets.
Young people attending a rap concert who have paid as much as $20 a ticket would not be very happy and easy to control if they were unable to gain admission to the event because it was oversold.
Before the event, Diddy let it be known that he was throwing the basketball game and needed Gene to rack up his security crew, to which Gene obliged.
I had 18 guys prepared to be outside to make sure that we could get the crowd in order.
Gathering a total of 18, the crew was settled and ready to go to work the next day, till the very last minute when Diddy had hit up Gene's phone, ordering him to decrease the number from 18 to 8.
Puff called me and said, yo, Gene, we only need 8 guys. I said, 8 guys? You can't, ain't no way you're gonna do the shooting college with 8 guys.
Fans had come to see a lineup of celebrities from the hip-hop community play basketball to benefit AIDS education.
Then at one point, Mike Tyson shows up, LL Cool J shows up, and everyone starts going crazy and is trying to get into the building.
But witnesses said hundreds without tickets began to cut into the lines, pushing and shoving, growing rowdier.
A few times I thought I was going to pass out because it was hot on that staircase.
I was there, I was on the floor, I watched people take their last breath, regurgitate, and die.
The pushing and shoving became an all-out ripple effect, with folks desperate to get out the lines moving by any means.
I blame greed on it. They didn't want a bunch of people to get in for free.
Kids that died were the kids that were in the staircase waiting to get in, and then the crowd just broke the doors.
I sit here all day and blame tons of people. You know, I can't say it's Puffy's fault. I could say it was Jessica's fault because she ran with the money.
Jessica, in her miniskirt, had been collecting people's coins as fast as she could before noticing the angsty crowd grow angry. Before she knew it, all hell broke loose, and a swarm of excited kids, teens, and adults bombarded their way into the building's main lobby.
And the lady left with the money, went down the steps, and closed the door to them gyms.
Closed the doors in a certain way. People got crushed against the doors trying to get in this little space.
It had been at this point Diddy's little manager boo grabbed hold of the trays they'd been using to stash the cash and hauled tail, making sure to shut the only door leading to the gym's court. Despite there being 3 other doors right beside it, since the incident, Diddy has expressed deep remorse and sorrowful regrets.
When you saw shit was crazy, y'all should have just said F the money and just let motherfuckers in. But no.
Diddy was now known in the media as the rap tragedy villain.
I didn't think he was going to be able to bounce back from that.
But I don't think anyone actually went to prison or anything else like that over there.
No, I don't think so.
He just laid low for a little while, came back stronger than ever after that.
That's why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker.
In 1996, rapper Tupac Shakur was killed in a drive-by shooting in Las Vegas. Some even speculated Combs was involved in Tupac's death.
I told you you can't trust these niggas. Now Puffy done killed Tupac.
man.
When Tupac was shot and killed, it really resonated that you know, things are really dangerous. Made us want to go to LA and go to different places and tell people this is like the most senseless, tragic thing that ever happened in music in our culture, and you know, it needs to stop. We need to get back to the love.
Those who know, you might get away with certain things in this life, but not the next life.
I don't really know the purpose of why the story was said in another way of context.
It's not important that other people know what happened to me. I just said it. Now that I said it, it's dead. You can believe me or not believe me. I did what I had to do.
Biggie, knowing myself, had nothing to do whatsoever of Tupac being robbed or shot in New York City. I had no knowledge of him going to be robbed.
Tupac was there to get robbed. He owed Jimmy Henchman some money.
The rumors that's spreading is on some tip like we set him up. You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy.
I think Puffy was involved in the shooting.
I do believe so. I have proof, things that I can say that will back up my claim.
7 years ago, I'd have been like, yo, did you hire somebody to kill Pac? But no, you do it like a journalist.
Yeah, no, I mean, we wouldn't even get into nonsense like that. You know what I'm saying?
Southside get offered this allegedly get offered this $1 million from Puff, right? To kill Suge and Tupac.
So you lost your empire because of Puffy. Why you say that?
If I wouldn't have never met him, I would have never been involved in this bullshit.
After Pac got killed, Puffy gave Zip $1 million, and Zip was supposed to give the money to Keefe and them.
Yes.
But he never gave the money to him.
But thank God he never gave him the money, right? Think about it. If he gave the money, Puffy will be in prison now, money for hire.
Google Puffy and Von Zip. They got pictures. They knew each other. He knew him. Both of them knew each other. I knew him. I knew both of them.
Daddy love. You ain't no love. That ain't love at all, nigga. That's some bullshit.
Bad Boy Entertainment had actually hired Crips for security work out on the West Coast. Is that true?
We've never hired Crips or any other gang faction to do security for us.
When Puffy came to LA, you used to give him protection, right?
It speaks for itself, my brother. He was playing chess, and I guess we was playing checkers, cuz.
Fuck all you hoes. Get a grip, motherfucker. Yeah. This album is dedicated to all the teachers that told me I never amount to nothing.
He was supposed to go to London on the red eye. And he talked me out of going to London, and he just wanted to hang out with me one night.
Who idea was it, man, for Biggie to go to LA so soon, knowing that Tupac got killed 6 months earlier?
Why the hell would you rent studio time in LA for him to finish your album when in fact you got your own studio Daddy's house?
Biggie didn't want to go to LA, ended up going. He was talked into going to the LA portion of the trip.
I believe that Diddy allegedly put the hit out, like they said.
Pac just got killed. It ain't no kind of business Big was doing. Big couldn't even walk, he couldn't run.
He had a broken femur at that time, and he was recovering from that. He was supposed to go on an international flight with me. We have the itinerary still to this day.
Why in the hell you would put your man in a situation by sending him to Cali to work on your album?
Diddy called saying he's not going to London. Call Arista, cancel it.
I said, Puff, I got some intel. The guys are coming to kill us tonight at the museum party. He said, Gene, I don't want to hear that shit.
Gene squealed to Puff that Big was writing all Little Kim stuff. And Diddy jumped in Biggie's face. Say you writing Kim shit. Say it, nigga. And the next day, Big was dead.
We could have recorded that album completely in New York.
Do you remember the last thing that you said to him or he said to you? He was just basically saying like,
wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it.
He couldn't wait for his album to come out.
What?
Wendy whole thing was Diddy was gay since the 90s.
She knew, dog.
No, Wendy was throwing that out there.
Apology.
That's why Wendy got fired from Hot 97.
Lots of homosexuals in hip hop back in the 80s too. There was a radio personality once upon a time. Her name was Wendy Williams, and she was practically burned at the stake
fake! Wendy said something that Diddy didn't like, and instead of having a mature conversation with her about it, he asked the members of Total to pull up at her work and fight her.
I remember I got off the air one day and them Total downstairs waiting, and everybody upstairs at the radio station is looking down, egging it on, waiting for something to go down.
While that Diddy would send his artists to do his dirty work while he just sat back and watched what would happen.
Wendy Williams was announcing in her super highly rated afternoon show that might have been even syndicated then that she had big news coming that involved Justin Dior Combs.
She came across a picture of Diddy's rival, Suge Knight, playing with Diddy's son, Justin Combs, and she planned to leak it to the world.
We instantly all left the office, 19th Street, all the way down to Hudson Street where Hot 97 was, to get down there just to handle the situation.
For some context, this would have been very embarrassing for Diddy. He couldn't have this, and he pulled some strings to get her fired from Hot 97, threatening to get the radio station blacklisted if they didn't fire Wendy.
Wendy got fired from Hot 97 by Diddy, because that's when Bad Boy was smoking hot.
Wow.
And yeah, she got fired for putting that out there.
She was let go from Hot 97 over that and had to go to another city to operate out of.
Puff got one of the hottest DJs off of Hot 97 because she wanted to put up a picture of him getting his pants pulled down.
And now it's all come full circle.
Can't stop. Won't stop.
On December 28th, 1999, Shyne, Puff Daddy, and his then new girlfriend Jennifer Lopez went to a club on Times Square to celebrate the upcoming Shyne album.
45th Street, Manhattan, Times Square. Everybody's outside. I see J-Lo with a security guard walking to the bathroom. Like, oh, this lit.
I was a victim of a shooting that night in the club, December 27th, 1999, shot in the face by Sean Puffy Combs.
I see Puffy and them niggas over there, him and Shot, them niggas just standing on the couches. Moet bottles. Right after Christmas, everybody got their toys, everybody got their gifts, everybody happy.
The other side, which is where the bar was, I saw Scar, the guy that Puffy got into the fight with. Scar's mother lived across the street from one of my beauty salons.
We was in the cut, smoking, so we chilling, yo, what up, my nigga?
You could see that the club was really like packed. There were tons of people there. I was only in the club an hour and 15 minutes before I got shot.
We heard, pah, 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 pah. We on the floor now. We like, oh, shit.
Apparently, Puffy gestured in some type of way that they didn't like, and one of the guys that was with Scar slapped him in the face with a wad of money.
That wasn't my beef. That was Puff's issue. They had a problem with Puff for whatever reason. I don't know what their problem was with Puff.
He did that not because of himself. He did that because of Diddy. It was an issue that somebody had with Diddy.
And I see Shyne and Puffy start back and back. I watched them both fire their guns. I watched them.
When we come out, cops got their guns like this. Time we walk back to the club, Shauna's already coming out handcuffed.
Sure, that Diddy shot shit. 100%.
I'm 100% sure.
They did Shyne dirty, man. I heard that he wasn't even the one that shot the gun.
Puff, you know, he needs to be a stand-up man, man. That dude sat up there and did that time for you or nothing like that. Then you got this man living down there in police.
It's not a matter of, turning your back on me. Like, how do you call a witness to testify against your comrade?
I did not force anybody or tell anybody to say anything that would damage or hurt Shyne's case. I just wouldn't do that.
I'm facing 25 years, and you looking at probation.
I'm not forgetting about Shyne. My prayers go out to him. Any support that is needed. We here at Bad Boy, we still here for him.
Diddy was this mega star, so somebody had to take the fall, I guess, but I don't think Diddy did right by him.
You don't have to hold my hand. You don't have to do nothing, but don't try to hurt me.
He's a stand-up dude. I felt like Diddy did him wrong.
Shyne says having his own lawyers bankrolled by Bad Boy posed a conflict of interest.
I went to the judge like 3 times complaining about inefficiency with my lawyers.
If you just put tragedy, Diddy in the same Google search, it's just so many pages that'll pop up.
If he would have came home and told the truth, it would have incriminated Puff. Before he can come back and get on United States soil and speak again, just have him deport. Just deport him.
Usher was allegedly put in the hospital after Diddy penetrated him at Flavor Camp at 14 years old.
I know, and people know, that was around that in that time that Puff and Usher did have a situation, and that situation led Usher to the hospital. Now I'll let Usher explain that to y'all.
Usher is caught in the crossfire when he was named in the latest lawsuit against Diddy by Lil Rod. The lawsuit alleges that Diddy was bragging to Lil Rod about hooking up with two people in the industry. One of them, a Philadelphia rapper who dated Nicki Minaj, allegedly Meek Mill, and an artist who performed at the Super Bowl and had a successful Vegas residency.
I moved to New York City, and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea.
He was only 13. The world started believing in his talent.
The next Michael Jackson.
But to become a star, he had to spend a year with a man he barely knew.
I had become love.
Okay. In light of these allegations that Diddy penetrated Usher, his mother, Jonetta Patton, admits she didn't know much about Diddy when Usher was first signed to Left Face Records.
We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp.
Yeah.
She entrusted him as a mentor and allowed Usher to move to New York to stay with Diddy.
This girl is changing my mind so much, I really don't care. I got a headache, from doing all them high notes.
Usher was accused of spreading an STI by two women and a man. He's also the John Doe who claimed he spent the night with Usher at a Koreatown spa in Los Angeles and also got infected.
Puffy was there. I didn't know him. And he said, you're going to have to trust me.
Went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. In the 90s, do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop.
And all of these lawsuits just disappeared. And there were even reports that Usher paid $1 million for it to go away.
You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy Camp?
Hell no.
Would you send your son to Diddy Camp? And Usher said, no!
All of these big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you...
That is one magnificent prophecy, Mr. Reacher.
Make sure we had this moment right here.
She was last seen looking happy and healthy with her ex and their children at this event just 16 days before her death.
When we was younger, we wasn't paying attention. But if you go and you look at the Big Papa video, the lead woman the lead guy.
Cassie Ventura, known as Cassie, who accused Combs of sexual abuse and sex trafficking during the decade they were together. NBC's entertainment correspondent Chloe Malas spoke exclusively to a longtime friend of Cassie's who said she